across the 6-yard box, and there is a goal! Right-footed, scores! He's got a man to his right, but he shoots and scores a great goal! Curls it, and gives Southampton the lead!
Prowse, 300 Southampton appearances. I know you've had a little bit of time to get used to the idea, but what does that milestone mean to you?
Yeah, it's a special one for sure. You know, you don't necessarily think about milestones during your playing career. You know, you just want to play as many games as you can. When you set out as a youngster at the age of 7 or 8 at the club, you don't think about the 300th. You know, you work towards your first, and you know the journey kicks on from there.
Okay, so what we're going to do today is basically take a look back through some of the big moments on your journey and just talk a little bit about what you were feeling at the time and maybe how those moments have shaped your career as a whole. So mostly good, a couple not so good, but I'm sure you'll agree that's all part of the fun.
Yeah, for sure. All right, cool. Sounds good.
Cool. Right, let's get into it.
God, this does make me feel old seeing this.
So can you believe we're going back, 10 years for this, your debut at Palace?
It's mad. I mean, you, like I said, I think you always work towards your first, and to get to this moment was pretty special. Nerve-wracking for sure. I think I was more nervous about the fact that I had to sing on my first away trip rather than playing the game actually itself. So, but no, I think the whole experience was special for sure. I remember in particular, Jack Cork was very, important for me that day. He really assured me and gave me a lot of good advice, made me feel at home and comfortable straight away. So, yeah, an amazing sort of look back really at the first real special memory.
What did you sing?
I think it was The Man Who Can't Be Moved by The Script. The funny thing is, I don't think anyone there now knows or thinks that I've sung a song, because everybody's moved on, and it's a different change room now. So nobody's actually seen me sing, so I can't get any stick for it, which is nice. The goal, first goal. I don't know. I think I might have been behind the striker that game. I remember it definitely wasn't central midfield. Maybe more of an advanced role, and I kind of ghosted into the box. I looked like a natural striker there, and I obviously remember the blue tongue afterwards as well, which everyone spoke to me about. Had a Powerade at half time, so the tongue was blue and stuff. But yeah, special goal, and you don't necessarily think about scoring in those games. You know, when it's your second game, you just want to get on and play well and please the manager and get trust from your teammates. You don't necessarily think about scoring a goal, but to do it was a kind of a pinch myself moment. And a very, very special goal in my career.
So this is first home game of the season. Do you remember this?
I remember the assist, Jose with the goal. I think that might have been my first ever assist, was it? Maybe? Not sure.
You got one away at Sunderland towards the end of the previous season for Jason Punchin.
Oh, right, the yellow kit. I remember that now, yeah.
Another reason I thought that goal was quite significant and symbolic is obviously for you now sitting here as captain of the football club. I wondered what sort of influence people like Jose were on you in terms of captains you played under and maybe things you learned from those guys. Yeah,
I think having played under many captains, you pick up things that you like and things that maybe you didn't like about them. But I think that's normal. Everybody has their own way of leadership. But Jose in particular was very influential. I think as a captain, you look to them for the example, and he for sure set that on a daily basis. His work ethic on and off the pitch. He'd always be in the gym. He'd always train at 100% and give everything that he could. And I think that's the base of any professional footballer. So he was definitely a big influence, and he was one of the players that wasn't afraid to give me a little bit of stick at times to make sure that I upped my standards, and he demanded a lot from me. And I spoke to him not so long ago, and he praised me for some things that I've been doing. So it's nice to be still in touch with those guys, and that they keep looking out for the club, and they care about the players within it.
Okay, let's move on.
Let's have a look at the next one, Oh, I know this one. At the time it was given, that penalty, I thought, oh, it's not me. It's not me. I think maybe Sadio wanted to take it. And then Jose, funnily enough, came up from the side of the pitch where Ronald Koeman was. And he said that I was taking the penalty. And I kind of thought, huh? Me? Kind of thing. But he obviously, trusted me. And I'd never really taken penalties before. So I hadn't really practiced before, didn't really have a stop penalty that I knew I wanted to take. So I knew the pressure was on. I think it might have been 0-0 at half time, possibly. And then, to get an important goal, pretty special moment.
Right. Let's go on to the next.
The next one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was talking about this with Ingsy the other day, funnily enough, actually.
See, to be fair, in your defence, 300 games, 1 red card. That's pretty good going, isn't it?
Oh, don't tempt it. Come on. No, well, I remember giving the ball away on the halfway line. There's Jose, look, giving some. I remember giving the ball away on the halfway line, and, I'd always been taught to make sure that, you amend for a mistake, and gave the ball away, thought, right, I'm going to get back, try and amend for it, and that's what you get for doing it. If I hadn't have ran back, maybe Maya would have tackled him, and, look, here we go. I'm thinking here, oh no, they're going to score, and trying to get back, trying to be honest, but Defoe was clever. He knew I was coming. I couldn't really get out of the way, but there we go. You learn from those mistakes, and I remember Koeman actually saying that we played better in the second half with 10 men, and I remember feeling really, really small. I thought, that's a real dark moment for me, to let the team down and to be off the pitch. But it happens. I was young, and you learn from it going forward, and I definitely have done. Oh, yeah, this is a big one, this. Lovely. No one could catch me, look. Actually look quick for one. There we go.
Look at the adrenaline.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know you've spoken many times about how much, you practice those. You just describe the feeling when all that practice pays off in a big game like that in front of a crowd. It's
special because for me, it was a good example that anything in life, but especially in sport, if you can practice as hard as you can, as well as you can at a certain skill, then for it to come off in a high pressure game situation was really pleasing. And it's starting to get to me a little bit because I'd never scored a free kick. I think I'd had a couple of opportunities before that, and to get that first one kind of took all that pressure off me, and it only gave me that hunger to keep practicing more and more, and to get that acceptance of that my hard work has paid off, I think was really important for me going forward.
You said how nervous you were when you took that first penalty against Hull. Are you a bit more confident on that one at West Brom?
I was, yeah. I think having obviously scored the first goal of the game, I was full of confidence. But it wasn't actually a great penalty. I wouldn't take a penalty like that now. But sent the keeper the wrong way anyway, and to get 2 in a game was special.
Yeah, they always look good when the keeper goes the wrong way. Okay, let's move on to the next.
Yeah, this was a special night. This was, I think, one of those moments in your career where you kind of have to look around sometimes and just come away from the intensity of the game and see actually where you are and what you're doing. As a kid growing up through the academy, like I said, you just wanted to be a professional footballer and make that first appearance, and then here you are playing at home in front of a packed stadium against one of the biggest clubs in Italy and probably the world in Inter Milan. Not only to play against them but to beat them was an incredible feeling, and I've never been so tired after a game than after that one. It was a mentally tough game, a physically tough game, but probably one of the best moments and best games in a Southampton shirt for sure. Oh yeah, cup final day.
Biggest game you've ever played in?
Yeah, for sure. I think this is probably my favourite time in a Southampton shirt. Favourite sort of moment, really. And people might say, oh, well, you lost the cup final in dramatic, heartbreaking fashion. Oh no, that was Gabby's second goal, wasn't it? But people might say, well, strange you say that. You've lost the game in heartbreaking fashion, 3-2 against Man United, got so close. But I think when you stepped out at Wembley and you saw, got the goosebumps now, you saw half of the stadium full of red and white Saints fans singing all of the songs. And to play the way we did, I think epitomised what the club's about. And, we were challenging the big teams. We had Man United on the ropes. I think if Oriel's header just went off the post in the other direction, we would have been in front. So, that was an incredibly proud day, not only for me, but all of my family, to be at Wembley representing the club and getting so close. I think that gave me a real taste for more success. And, a really, really special day for me. Oh, yeah, lovely goal, this one.
Best goal from open play?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah. Remember Jan Valery actually saying that I should have passed to him rather than shoot, and I sort of had to quiet him down a bit. But, yeah, best goal from open play for sure. I mean, having, Ralph come in as manager, rejuvenated everybody at the club, rejuvenated the players, and allowed me to play my natural position, and gave me that license to be aggressive, to press forward and to get up the pitch. And to score a goal of that quality at that moment in time was, an amazing feeling and a special goal.
Yeah, you speak about Ralph there, and it feels like your game has gone to new heights since he came in, but it's easily forgotten that you had to work hard to get into his plans, didn't you? I mean, that goal actually, was that quite, significant in you earning his trust, if you like?
Yeah, potentially. I think when a new manager comes in, you always feel motivated to prove to them why you should be playing. And in the first few squads, I don't think I made the second or third one at Huddersfield away, and you do doubt whether it's meant to be, whether the manager's liking your style or not. And I had to work incredibly hard to show him that I was ready to play for him and be part of his plans. And I had to work hard on the training pitch and show him that I was ready, and thankfully I did.
Just the very next game, actually.
Oh yeah, I had a bit of a goal scoring streak here, didn't I?
I think you're playing right back here, aren't you?
Yeah, I was. I don't know why I was so high up the pitch. That's something that the manager, to be fair, was alluding to at the time for us to try and get forward. But I think having been so confident from the week before, and I've watched this a few times myself, this.
The fans loved it.
I know, yeah. It was, I think obviously having just scored, there's a real, bit of adrenaline going through you. There's a real buzz. And, I was expecting the referee to blow up for a foul. I knew Zaha was a dangerous opponent for me to play against. So I wanted to try and nip it in the bud early. But, he didn't react too well, did he? Didn't react too well. But, yeah, it was a strange game for many reasons. But, more importantly, the goal. And, oh, God. Second yellow, yeah.
It's the celebration that I like.
Yeah, well, I think, like I said, you find yourselves in these moments in games where you've got that adrenaline, you've got that buzz, you've got that energy within you, and I think it just overspilled. And I think it was a part of my game that was slowly developing. I think because of the new manager, and I can't lie, I did enjoy that little second half. I think it was, wasn't it? And nice, memorable game for sure, for more reasons than one.
I'm sure you prefer to remember the goal.
Exactly.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, here we go.
You said at the time this was your favourite free kick. Is that still the case?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, every free kick it feels like an amazing achievement to score one, because I think it's a tough skill to execute. But I think what I liked with this one was just the importance of the game. I remember first half we were up against it. We had no look in really, and we're in a difficult situation. I can't remember what the points were, but we needed to win. And obviously having come back in the game with Jan, and it's those moments where you dream of in your mum and dad's back garden. I've said it before, where you'll be out for a long time practicing, trying to replicate special free kicks, and to score a winning free kick of that quality at home in front of the fans was everything literally that I would try and replicate in my mum and dad's garden. So to pull it off in a game like that against Tottenham was probably my favourite moment of my career so far.
High praise. Would Pochettino have said anything to you after that?
Well, his face didn't look too happy there in the stand. I saw him in the tunnel, actually, funny enough, after the game, and no, he obviously said well done in the nicest way possible. But yeah, he was the one that kind of encouraged me to practice my set pieces, so I kind of blame him for that.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. I thought this might come up.
How desperate are you to play in this game?
Oh yeah, I mean, more than ever. I think because everybody knows my history, my past, and I think it was a big game. Everybody was texting me and calling me straight away afterwards. The draw had been made to sort of wish me luck and to say how excited they were to see it. I remember the build up to that game was weird because you're kind of doing everything to not get injured. That was my worst thought. I was thinking, I want to be 100% available for this game. And I think one of the positives, like we see here, was the reignition of Danny, really. From this game, I think he went on to score, another 20 goals this season. So it was a special moment for me, to play against Portsmouth. I'm not going to lie, it was a special moment, but thankfully we come off the right end. I think in that celebration, actually, I got hit by a coin on the head, which still I've got a little lump from. But
what, from Ingsy's goal, second goal?
Yeah, from his first goal, I wanted to go over in the corner with him and make the most of the moment. And we kind of had to escape because we were getting hit with coins. But no, it was a special night. It could have been difficult. They started the game really well. They had 3 or 4 big opportunities, but no, I think we showed our class and we showed our Premier League quality and won the game deservedly so.
You said about the excitement as soon as the draw was made. I remember Ingsy said actually that you rang him as soon as you found out, and he said he'd never known like someone so excited.
Yeah, I remember running around the living room when the draw got made because it was an unbelievable scene in my living room. Honestly, I wish I would have recorded it. Yeah, important goal, this one. Important goal.
We went on a bad run after that Portsmouth game, didn't we? And I feel like this was a really significant kind of turning point to getting back on track.
It was, yeah. Were Watford 1-0 up in the game?
Yeah. So Ingsy equalised, and then obviously you've done this.
Yeah, I remember the game well because I had a terrible game. Sometimes as a player, you have these games where things just don't happen for you. You make simple mistakes and you don't know what causes it. You just have a bad day, and a few stray passes and the way the game was going and the feeling around the team. So to actually come up with a moment like that when you're playing not so well was important for my confidence for sure. And I remember getting man of the match afterwards, and I was thinking, how have I got man of the match there? I didn't put a pass together all night, but they forget that and they just think about the goal. So it's another example similar to Tottenham, really, where you can execute a skill of quality and in a decisive moment that helps us win the game. And an important goal in our season, that was for sure.
What is it about Ben Foster, by the way? He must be sick of you.
Yeah, a few people have said this, and he said it to me, I think after Watford away last season. He mentioned to me about, I won't repeat what he said, but he called me something jokingly. But no, I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things. I think if you score past one goalkeeper, you may be getting their head a little bit, and you can play the mind games with them. But he nearly got to it, but thankfully he didn't. 26th birthday. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I do remember. I remember from the commentary them saying about obviously scoring on my birthday, and an amazing day really. I think couldn't have had a better birthday. It's cliche to say or cheesy to say, but what else could I want to be playing in the Premier League and to be scoring goals, like that is, it was a special day. Makes me laugh actually. Yannick celebrates the exact same on both the goals. He just spins around with his arms out and it made me laugh. And then Ingsy had to steal the show, didn't he, with a better goal? But there we go.
Talk us through the celebration.
Yeah, so I had a couple of goals before that actually where I celebrated similar, the old golf swing. I always say to my little boy Oscar before I leave for a game, what should my celebration be? And he loves golf and he plays it all the time. So I said, I'll do a golf swing for him. So he showed me how to do it. But it was also because Ingsy was going to play golf with me the following day after the Everton game when I first did it. And then he pied me and didn't end up playing with me. So I'll dedicate it to my son anyway. So yeah, just a nice little, obviously, moment for him to see and hopefully inspire him to become a Southampton player one day and hopefully take free kicks as well.
Prowse, thanks so much for your time. 300
No worries, mate.
We hope for many more. Just a final word in terms of, I mean, I don't know, how long can you go on for? The way you seem to get 50 a season, no problem. So we might be having this conversation again in a couple of years.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, you know, like I said, it's a special achievement, one that you don't necessarily think of game by game. You know, you just want to keep playing and playing and playing until one of you guys tells me it's my 300th. And, you know, but no, it's a special achievement. And, you know, every time I put on the shirt, it's about giving 100%. You know, it's a club that has given me so much right from when I was 8 years old to achieve my dream as a professional footballer and give me such a good foundation in life to go on and achieve my dream. So I feel it's my responsibility to give everything I can back to the football club that has given me so much. And, you know, 300 appearances in is great. And yeah, I'll start tallying them up and let you guys know when I reach the next one now.